Hello, and good afternoon on this fantastic Saturday. The sun is shining, it's fantastic. My name is Christine Yates of Dru Yoga, and if you're watching this video, you may have been on my website and are considering taking part in some of my online classes. So this little video is just to give you an explanation about my yoga, about Dru Yoga, and just making sure that you are comfortable and pointing out things that you should be aware of when practicing yoga. So yoga is an ancient practice. It is a practice which not only is an exercise for the body, but it is also very nurturing for your emotions and for your mind. Dru Yoga that I practice is a gentle and effective style of yoga. We use flowing movements, we keep the joints soft so that we can concentrate on building strength in the muscles, in the spine, and also looking at flexibility of the body. It is also a therapeutic style of yoga, and I have a postgraduate diploma in yoga for back care. So it is fantastic. Yoga is fantastic, and it has been so beneficial for me in my life. There are a few things to be aware of when you're practicing yoga. The first thing to say is you may be coming to yoga because your doctor or your physiotherapist or your osteopath has recommended it for your back. You may have had a back injury or back pain, and that is fantastic. Extensive research has shown how beneficial movement is for the spine and the back. However, it is always important to ensure that whatever you're doing within yoga, that you don't move into pain. So it's fine to stretch, it's fine to move the back, move the body, but if anything is causing you any pain at all, then make sure that you stop and make the movements that you're practicing smaller and softer. And I will always point out any modifications that you need to make so that you can practice yoga safely. But as I said at the beginning, it is very important that you get confirmation from your doctor, physiotherapist or osteopath or chiropractor that they're happy for you to practice yoga. The same applies to any other medical condition that you may have. And it's always important to check with your GP that they think that yoga is suitable for you. A lot of people say to me that they're not flexible enough to do yoga, that they'd love to do it, but they're not flexible enough to do it. That's fine. You don't need to be flexible. Hopefully, by practicing yoga, you will eventually become more flexible than you already are. And that's one of the benefits, that once you feel more flexible in your body, you can feel more flexible in your mind and in your emotions. It really is a wonderful thing. So I've said all of that so that while we're practicing yoga, just be aware and be mindful of your body. It isn't a competition. You're learning to become aware of what your body can achieve. So if you know you have issues with your shoulders and that it's difficult for you to stretch up high, keep your hand low. If you know that being able to reach the floor, if you bend forwards, is not comfortable, that it's painful, then don't bend too far and keep a softness in your knees, in your back, so that you can always just adjust your position. I will always offer you alternatives, but do be very mindful of your own body. Of course, you may wish to challenge yourself while you're doing yoga, and that's fantastic. But if by challenging yourself that causes you pain, then please stop and reconsider how far you're stretching, how far you're coming down to the floor. It is always good to challenge yourself, but do be mindful of that thing that you must not go into pain. One final thing that I wanted to say was during the classes I talk about your core. So I talk about putting on your core, being aware of just engaging your core muscles. So I'm just going to step back a little just to show you that. So I'm stepping back. So just stepping back a little, I just wanted to explain to you, when I say engage your core, I'm talking about your transverse abdominis muscles, which are these lower abdominal muscles that run across your abdomen that we pull in. So you might want to think about those muscles as the muscles that you're pulling if you're trying to get on a tight pair of trousers. I'm also referring to the pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor is that muscle which we contract when we want to stop ourselves from going to the toilet. Okay, and the other muscles I'm referring to are the lumbar multifidus muscles, which are the muscles that run either side of your spine in the lumbar spine. You probably won't be able to feel those contracting, but when you pull in those transverse abdominis muscles and the pelvic floor, they will also, those lumbar multifidus muscles will also engage. So we don't want to pull them in too tightly, so we're hunched over. We're pulling them in so that the spine is in neutral. So it's not, your bottom isn't sticking out and you're not pulling forwards. You just want to pull them in sufficiently so that you feel that that spine is supported. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this video. Enjoy your yoga and work safely. Take care. Thank you. Bye.